It's a pleasure once again to be with us. And I trust that we'll have a very interesting session. Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Auntie Edith Lemoha, I see you on IG. Welcome, 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 welcome. And thank you for making out time from your busy schedules to come and join us in this session. Like the previous sessions we've been having, we've been talking about our identity crisis beyond expectation. So that's what we've been talking on. We've had various speakers come in. At this time, we are going to be talking with a very special set of people, the teenagers and the young adults. It's amazing to always have a set of people around us. In fact, I love their processing. I just love that stage of life. For most adults, we've passed through that stage. Okay, so I'll be introducing Jola just now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you just introduce yourself to the people? You look very beautiful. You are shining.
Okay. My name is Loveth Orenuga. I'm a student of University of Port Harcourt, 300 level, studying biomedical technology.
Welcome to Pearls with Eno. Okay, so Jola, we've been talking about beyond expectations, and I know there are certain things in your life or certain times in your life where things have gone beyond expectation. Do you have any that you'd love to share with us?
Okay, about beyond expectation. One example I have in my life is still about school. Studying in University of Port Harcourt is something I never thought will ever happen, because growing up, if you ask me like schools I don't like, I will call Uniport first, then Uniport. Well, I didn't have any reason though for not liking those schools, but I just hated them, and I also hated the name Uniport girls, Unilag girls, all those kind of things. I never wanted to be called all those names. So that was like my main reason. I just didn't want to go to other schools. But when I was applying for schools, that was not even an option for me. It was not an option for me, but somehow I found myself doing basic in the University of Port Harcourt. And still I didn't accept it, because okay, I was just doing basic, but failing was not also an option for me, because I want to study medicine then. Failing was not an option. So, but I find it difficult to accept the fact I'm in that school, mostly when I got the admission. When I got the admission, I got biomedical technology. That was not what I applied for, but I accepted it because I loved the course when I read about it and all that. I'm not the kind of person that will do what I don't enjoy. I can get frustrated because schooling alone is difficult for me. So doing what I don't enjoy can be frustrating. So I just love the course. That's why I accepted it. But it was still beyond my expectation, because it's a school that I hated all my life, and it was difficult to accept that I'm in that school and I'm schooling there. But spending
Okay.
time there and
How was the experience? Like basic experience?
um, my basic experience was both good and terrible because school is stressful, very stressful.
Okay. So from Zoom, we have a question. What was it like trying to adapt to your school environment for the first few weeks?
Okay, for the first 2 weeks, um, it was stressful though because I was not used to that kind of life. I was staying in the hostel. My hostel was terrible, like terrible. So I was not used to all those kind of things, and I was having reactions from the hostel. Then I have to meet up with class. Our class was 8 a.m. when I was in basic, 8 a.m. every day. So I have to meet up with class, and we have class to like 6. So it was stressful for me for the first 2 weeks. The first week was worse because I was coming from Ada George to school. So leaving early to meet up with class and transport and everything was difficult for me. So I used to go to class late. And if you go late, you're not staying in the front seat because we had all those I too know people that 7 o'clock they're already in class, they're in front seat. So if you come like 8 o'clock, just know that you're already at the back. If you are late, know you are standing. So it was annoying and stressful for me. And those first the first week you kind of looking for people that will help you out and all that. So my first 2 weeks was not funny. It was not funny at all because I was trying to adapt.
Okay, so you have another question from IG, from Blessing. It says, Loveth, how are you coping with peer pressure in Minipods?
The pressure is there and it's real. I've not experienced peer pressure like that till I entered the university. And the people I had around me at first were these going out people. They resumed before me, so they were skipping class. And me, I was trying to be serious and all that. But I'm this kind of person that don't like going out though. I don't like going out. That's the kind of person. I know that's the kind of person I am. So when they are planning outing and all that, I'll be like, okay, I'm going. But when you call me, I love sleeping. So I will just tell you I want to sleep. And if I'm not comfortable with something, I'm not doing it. You can't pressure me with doing anything. And one thing I do all the time and I try to do, I tell my mom my movement. If I'm going out, I tell her that this is where I'm going, so she's aware. Nobody will tell me that or tell her that they saw me somewhere. And she'll be like, oh wow, are you serious? She knows. I tell her my movement. But being peer pressure, because I was kind of grounded because we normally have like plenty events here at home that they put us in. So peer pressure was not really hard for me to handle. It's something that yeah, sometimes I struggle, but it's just in me. Like so something that was not really hard for me to overcome. I know more are coming, but God is helping me.
Wow, nice. That's good. And that's part of the reason why we actually started this theme, identity crisis, because a lot of people are struggling with their identity. We have adults struggling with identity as well. So I can imagine the pressure for teenagers. But once you understand who you are, it helps with that crisis. Whenever it comes up, you remind yourself of who you are. So that's quite good. So I want to ask you, You said something about the course too that you were doing, like medical technology and all that. I know you've always loved medicine, but this was beyond your expectation. How did you embrace it when you
Okay.
had that course?
Okay. Like I said before, I'm not the kind of person that will do what I'm not enjoying because I'll just get frustrated. Going to school alone was difficult for me. So me doing a course that I'm not enjoying, I'll just call my parents one day and tell them I'm tired of school. I want to go and do something else. So when I was done with basic and I got biomedical technology, I didn't even feel bad like the instant I saw the course. What I did, I went to go and search about the course. I was like, I really like it. But the reason why I wanted to do medicine at first was because I want to be a pediatrician. I just wanted anything that I can specialize on children. So I found out that I can do that with biomedical technology too. And it's a course that I've already liked from when I was seeing it. So the fact that I can also apply that on children and made it easy for me to accept.
Okay, so Jola, thank you for that response. So now we are fast forwarding to you in your second year. What is it now that's made you feel comfortable and relaxed with you accepting to be in University of Port Harcourt? What are those things that have made you move beyond your expectation and enjoy where you are right now?
The main thing was my fellowship. Honestly, it was my fellowship. It was from basic though. I started having the feeling like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. But my fellowship really helped me. The people I met, the experiences I had in fellowship, I've never been that close to God in my life. I just felt it that this is where I'm supposed to be. And I love acting. So I'm in the drama group in my fellowship. So the joy I derive from putting scriptures to pictures, from putting scriptures to pictures, that's what made me love. I enjoy this because I'm not the kind of person that go out to do evangelism. So that medium was like the best for me.
This is the last question we take on your school. It's from Adewale. He says, when in school, we all know that there are a lot of distractions. What helps you keep focused? Oh, wow, that's nice. I'll bring us now to this present situation we find ourselves with the COVID. We know, yes, maybe for adults, they are working, they have sources of income coming in, they have activity, they have work. Now, for you that's in school, I presume maybe Uniport has not gone to Zoom level and all that, like some other schools, private schools have. How are you maximizing this situation? I know some teenagers really may feel left out because the parents might be focusing on the younger ones on e-learning, and they expect you as a teenager to be able to manage your time, to be able to study and all that. So how have you been able to manage this COVID? Because really it was beyond expectation. Just briefly, just how COVID started, affected your school and all that. Okay, so this knotless braids, let me tell us this knotless braids. It took us 3 days to make this. Jola told me that you have to leave some part of your hair and put it to the middle before I start making. I was very confident when I started making the hair with her. After some time, when she touches it and touches it to check if the knot, you can feel it. I lost confidence and I was like, Jola, am I getting it? You know what, Jola, just play it by yourself. And then when you get to a certain point, I will continue from there. So anyway, Beth, that's a good one. And just tell us something briefly too about the book club that you joined. Okay, Jola, you are not serious. We are old school, Abby. I'm young at heart. Okay, so before you go, can you just give a word of advice to fellow teenagers at home, and especially in times like this, what would you advise them? Thank you so much, Jola. Thank you. Just say bye to the audience, our participants. Thank you very much for joining us. Henry Awak, I see you. Hawa, I see you. Thank you for joining us. So Jola will be leaving us. Bye, Jola. Now we have another guest coming. We have another guest coming on, and he is a young adult. Like we have two categories of people we deal with, we enjoy and spend our time with at the initiative. So Beatrice will be coming in just now. He's the manager of the Youth Resource Center in Bonny Island. Can anybody just send a message, type a text, and let's see how you've been thriving beyond expectation in times like this? Just a chat. How have you been thriving? What have you been doing beyond expectation? For me, I took up a new course on emotional intelligence. I'm doing it. I will advise us, if we have the time, we can take time out and do it to really build us up and help our relationships. I heard from Jola's story. When we told her to come back home, she just packed things for like a week. I remember some days ago, Jola was shouting. She said, I forgot one of my dresses. And I was like, Jola, where are you even going to? You just can stay there. So just hear how it has been for you and what you've been doing. Wow, that's a nice one. Moses Adejo said you engage in social intelligence among young boys and girls. Wow, that's nice. Although back in Abuja, that's nice. Madewale said you've taken a lot of online courses on all the Microsoft programs. Wow. I'm currently learning how to create and design a website, and with all that is being God all through. Yes, we can never overemphasize God in all of this, because sometimes I can imagine if I didn't have God, have a good support, like family around, I can imagine how it could be. So thank you for your feedback. Just to check if Beatrice is back. Okay, catch. So I will continue my own story while we are waiting for Beatrice. Like I was saying, when this whole COVID started, the PWE session that we see today is actually something that came up beyond our own expectation. We had always planned of having sessions like this, like frequent sessions online, live sessions, but we never got to really do it. I remember after our first session that we had in February, early February, before COVID, we were supposed to plan for our anniversary that was going to be in April. We had spoken to our crew, a lot of people, our speakers that will come in and all that. But with COVID, everything just went down. Initially, they said, okay, no, let's limit gatherings to 20 people. And during our shows, we have like over 200 teenagers. I remember the one we had in February, we had almost 500. And we're like, whoa, how are these teenagers going to feel? How are these young adults going to feel? But we just rose above it. In fact, for me, the theme, identity crisis, came in January. And even the topics had also come in January. So the first topic that we had was actually on us having our identity based on our family, based on our environment. That was what that initial one was about. But then, after the first one, the second one was this beyond expectation. So we actually chose this topic. Before COVID, I didn't even understand why I got that topic beyond expectation. But just trusting the Holy Spirit that knows things beforehand, before time, I just took it and wrote about it. Fast forward to February, I think I was supposed to go on an international trip after our first episode. I had to cancel the trip. And then after that, we were still thinking, okay, having hope that we'll be able to do the next edition. We used to have meetings, volunteer meetings together. But after that, gradually it was reducing. The access into where we stay was getting tighter, and then they said, oh no, people couldn't come in again. It looked so surreal, but it was reality. Anyway, I think when it was time for the program, I had told them, I said, we are going to try the option of going live and streaming. So we started planning for that. Just then, Zoom, we had seen other people do live shows with Zoom and all that. We started making inquiries. And by the grace of God, we had our anniversary, we had our guests, speakers speak, and it was an amazing session. After that, we've had more sessions than we normally do because we have our main shows quarterly, but with this and COVID, we've been able to have frequent sessions on Instagram. Like I know at some point we've had like 4 or 5 sessions now on Instagram. So beyond our expectations, we are still thriving. And that is why I brought teenagers here as well, young adults here as well, to tell us that it's not just our parents that can make good use of the time or that can adapt to change. That is, even for some parents, it's quite hard. But we can thrive beyond expectations. Like for me, I know it really helped me get closer to God. It made me able to talk to my family, talk to my children more. I have a message from Keshia. It says, I had more time to work on